The project that I was involved with was what we call Bridges in Sport. We used near neighbor funds to bring together three men's sports teams that were also cross-cultural. We had an American men's softball team from a church in California. We had a British church that put forth a men's football team, and then we had a local Pakistani cricket club that were all Muslim players. And so we had 3 nights of sporting events where there was coaching in each of the sports. So each night was featured. Say, for example, it was cricket night. There was coaching in cricket. There was a game that involved all of the people so everybody could try it out. Then there was food representative of that particular culture, such as a curry for the Pakistanis and chili and cornbread for the Americans and fish and chips for the British. And then on the 4th night we had a time of awards and quizzes and just kind of reflection upon the week's events and the idea of building friendships across communities and across faiths. If someone is applying for a Near Neighbours grant, of course there's a questionnaire to fill out, and I think it's important that you try to involve people from other faiths than your own in the actual planning process of the event. Obviously you'll have people from different backgrounds participating in the event, but I think it's very important to have people involved in the actual planning and organizing of the event, and I think that is a tip for helping obtain a grant from Near Neighbours. Well, it was quite easy, really, because we were able to get people from different faiths working together to organize it because we had sports teams represented by people from both the Christian and Muslim communities, and so it involved a couple of coaches really from, say, the cricket club and one from the football club and myself from representing the softball club. And so it was sort of a natural thing to get people involved from different backgrounds. Well, we wanted to bring men together from different backgrounds and to build bridges, to tear down walls of misunderstanding, to help promote community cohesion, to bring about transformation of lives and communities. And I think we achieved that. Yeah, I think it was successful in that sense. I think the biggest difficulty, and there weren't many, really the only difficulty was to get commitment from men to come to each of the 4 nights of sporting events. Obviously, men were busy with jobs or families and have other obligations. We were able to get about perhaps 2/3 of the men committed for every single night, but on the other nights we had people just kind of came and went. We'd hoped to have the continuity for the development of the friendships. And so anyway, that was probably the most difficult thing, is to get that commitment from everybody. If we were to run the event again, I think we would try to be more intentional about having times of sharing, particularly on the last evening, where we had hoped to have discussion around the tables for food, where we had food, looking at for each individual, what does my sport mean to me? What does my culture mean to me? What does my faith mean to me? And we thought that would be much more enriching to have everybody be able to share like that and help further the aims of building friendships and removing misunderstandings and so forth. But unfortunately, that was at the very last of the whole week, and so we just ran out of time. So I think we'd be more intentional about making sure we plug that into the program.